Hey, RetconRaider here. Today's video is dedicated to the Raiders, the fine folks who helped make this series possible. With special thanks to Anerdinwarpaint, Matthew Holmquist, Nathan Welch Jr., and Valinrook. Thanks for your support, guys. That said, let's get started. And welcome back to Wasteland 3, as we explore some of the consequences of our terrible decisions. Notably, we will be investigating the fate of Arapaho 44. But before we get to that, we've actually got some level up stuff to take care of. So let's run through that real quick. We don't have too much this time. We're just going to even out Rhet's skills a little. Nothing dramatic, just a small boost to fire damage and a squad-wide accuracy bonus. More notably, however, we're also going to grab the Rally perk. That's one of the few ways we can actively manipulate the in-game action economy, so it should be a worthy investment. Aside from that, we also want to pick up the Reckless perk for Bonkers, which grants a modest boost to SMG damage when he's outside of cover. But to do that, we'll need to boost his automatic weapon skill. We'll go ahead and do that, but we'll save the rest of his points for now. And there we go. Oh, and I forgot to mention last time, but the bonus we get from Billy and Jean is a small boost to crit damage, doubled by the Spirit Animal perk, of course. It actually goes pretty nicely with the crit boost we get from Major Tom, though of course that would be slightly better on something like a sniper. Unfortunately, we just can't trust Jody with our animals. Not the unique ones, anyway. Final note, I have swapped out the Brainwave Destabilizer. I mean, we gave that thing a shot, but it never worked for us. There's got to be some sort of hidden proc chance. We'll just stick with the machine gun for now. Okay, let's head on down the road.
This here's Dead Red calling the November Cowboys. You reading me out there, caballeros? You all recovered from that big old Colorado welcome the Dorseys gave ya?
We read you. Who's this?
Ha! Ain't you nosy? Switch over to 27.065 megahertz. All will be revealed.
Look, we don't have time for games. Spit it out.
Howdy, Rangers. Sorry about the clowning. Have to keep a low profile these days. This is your old pal Angie, otherwise known as Ranger Colonel Angela Death.
Angela Death?
Ha! Somebody remembers me. What do you know? Figured my name would be stricken from the record after me and my crew pulled our vanishing act. Wasn't our intent when Command sent us out here to reconnoiter, but well, things took an unexpected turn.
They always do. You know, Ranger Command's been wondering what happened to you.
I'll bet. We came out here for the same reason as you, because Command was hoping they could make an alliance with the Patriarch and get some, foreign aid. Trouble was, the more we snooped around, the more we realized that good old Pappy Buchanan was a bloody-handed dictator that the Rangers shouldn't have nothing to do with.
I don't know. Canonically, the Rangers do have a history of making some pretty questionable alliances. They worked with Brygo back in Vegas, they teamed up with the Diamondback Militia and the Red Scorpion Militia, despite the fact that both of those groups were basically just glorified raiders. But I get what she's saying.
Unfortunately, Command didn't want to hear it. Told us they were going to make the deal anyway. Too desperate to be particular. We took a vote, the squad and me, and decided that just wasn't the Ranger way. Instead, we made a pact to take Buchanan down and help Colorado become the home of freedom that Arizona could have been if the Rangers hadn't lost the Citadel to Matthias.
Yeah, I can definitely see where she's going with this. She is essentially advocating for tearing down a flawed but functional system in hopes of somehow building something better, even though, and I do think this bears repeating, the Rangers failed at that completely back in Arizona. Which it does sound like she's now essentially saying we should abandon in favor of a redo in Colorado. That said, I suppose we should at least hear her out. Why are you telling us this?
Why do you think? We want you on our side, but not without seeing for yourself that Buchanan's a conniving shitbag. That's why I was calling. There's a man you should talk to, locked up in an old bunker in Broadmoor Heights and guarded by mercs. So you may have to do a little shooting to get to him, but when you do, ask him about his beefs with the Patriarch. It'll open your eyes.
What man? How do we find him?
His name is Ironclad Cordite, a warlord of the Eastern Plains, and one goddamn tough son of a bitch. As to how you find him, I'm a little shaky on the details, but I'm told there's a hidden hatch on some monument at Buchanan Park in Broadmoor Heights. And listen, when you do find him, bust him out of there and do what you can to keep him alive. He could help you with Liberty later. Also, if you need more firepower, he's got a shotgun for a left arm.
That seems like a weird thing to highlight, but sure. You know, we are going to have to report this.
Do what you gotta do, but you'll just make life miserable for the both of us. Command will send you after us, and so will the Patriarch. And that would just end up with you dying. And that would make me sad.
Gosh, we wouldn't want that, would we?
Please, just talk to Cordite before you make a decision. That's all I'm asking. Please. Dead Red, over and out.
Interesting. Very interesting.
Hey, Rangers! You tell your daddy, the Patriarch, that we robbed his convoy and got his marshal's power armor. Looks good on us, too. See you soon, Rangers. We got Colorado Springs in our sights.
That's the Scar Collectors. According to the display back at the Buchanan Museum, the Patriarch defeated them at the Battle of Pumpkin Center about 10 years ago.
Oh, and we were very respectful of the caravan guards. You fucks were too lazy to come rescue. We built a shrine in their honor.
Lovely. I look forward to seeing it. Okay, so aside from the quest we're already pursuing, we now have a new quest in the queue. Lords of War. To, I guess, forcibly investigate the Patriarch's underhanded dealings. Which I do suppose bears looking at. Level-wise, that's actually positioned after both the Bazaar and Denver, so I guess we should get to those first.
7, 9, 4.
Weird. It's like one of the old number stations people used to build conspiracy theories around. A wrecked caravan in the middle of the sleepy suburban street. The trucks have been shot and smashed and looted. Yeah, I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say that these people are probably beyond saving. Especially this guy up here. Looks like we've got some local wildlife scavenging on the corpses. And some fairly conspicuous wires, which I'm assuming would have led to gun emplacements if we had actually gotten here on time. Let's have a look around. More vehicles than I would have expected. I guess the big truck would be the main convoy vehicle, and then the rest would be the armed escort the person mentioned on the radio. Hey, a comedy type. All that remains of the infamous danger fields of Rodney. Nice. Scrap helmet. It's tough to see out of the eye holes, and the head case is a little tight. But if you wanted to intimidate the hell out of someone, this is the helmet. +1 hard ass. Nice. Well, that is immediately going to bonkers. Interesting. Actually, kind of like the way that looks. I will say the newly revised mask he's wearing really isn't doing it for me. Does seem a shame to cover up his clown hair, though. Romancing the Ghost. Neat. Oh, right. Okay. So this was basically a flanking point if we had gotten here when the scrap collectors were still around. We could have shut down their turrets and fired on them through these windows. Though, I suppose we could actually still use that against the growlers. That might actually be pretty ideal. We could fire on them through the windows and draw them into a choke point. Though, let's see if we can position ourselves to bottle up the animal companions. We don't want them rushing out there until we know exactly what we're up against. Here we go. Let's go ahead and pop rally. Looks like we'll have to hope we can mow this thing down on approach. Oh, hello there.
Walk right in.
Dead to rights.
Okay, so 2 smaller growlers and one the size of a truck. Duly noted. You know, that thing is actually so big, it might not be able to get to us. Yeah. I think the pathfinding AI just told it to rush us after we killed the first cub, but there's no way for it to actually reach us. Not with the second growler standing in the door, anyway. Risky. Let's give it a shot.
In my field of fire.
Whoops. Sorry, Jody. Alright, let's take down this second cub, and then we can focus fire on the big one. Nice. And this thing is slowed, so we should have plenty of time to finish it off. Nicely done. Medic. Thanks, Doc. An assortment of junk. Another fox we can't reach. Neat. Okay, this looks a bit more promising. Murder Cross helmet. This helmet is made for sucking up high-speed dust as you ride down your enemies. +1 speed. Armor's a bit on the low side, but... yeah, let's swap out the Radtech helmet. We'll lose a point of armor, but we'll gain a point of speed. Not bad. Cool. Once again, the RNG gives us a brawling weapon. Strike Back Pirate Radio with Brad Conway. Powerful investigative journalism from before the war, spreading the truth on the monsters of the tundra. And the Red Wire or the Blue. Explosive skill book. Very nice.
Welcome to the Strike Back Pirate Radio. Striking back at big government with the most dangerous weapon in the arsenal of any resistance. The truth. I'm Brad Conway, and today we're going to talk about those strange reports from the Antarctic wastes. What are the creatures that have been sighted by multiple sources off the frozen coasts of Earth's southernmost continent? Some say there are human-machine hybrids stalking the tundra. Are some kind of monstrous government experiments taking place somewhere in those icy seas? And if so, who in our government is responsible? And what is the purpose of these unholy creations?
Huh, intriguing. I honestly have no idea what that could be. I mean, this is a broadcast from before the war, so it couldn't be like the Scar Collectors or the cyborgs created by the AI at Cochise. I don't know, maybe it's just an Easter egg. Anyway, I think we're done here, so moving on. Apologies to the Arapaho Caravan Company. Looks like the bazaar is pretty much straight southeast from our current position, so let's start heading that way.
Oye amigos, es un show at the Clown Museum in Arriba. Take the tour, then visit El Big Top and learn what it really means to be a clown. Children under 10 are free. We can't get enough of those cabronitos. Arriba, los payasos.
Sure. Oh, look at that. It's right there.
Hello all. My name is Flab, and it is my pleasure to bid you welcome to the bazaar. Come in, for the night air is chill, your wallet heavy, and our goods plentiful. Bring us your wealthy, your rich, your full purses, and if you can't afford it, just stay away. This has been a Monster Army production.
Charming.
This is DJ RIP bringing you your daily dose of monster movie facts. Did you know that the movie Escape from Psycho Prison was filmed right here in Colorado at the old Supermax prison? Oh, it's true. Ow!
I was working in the lab late one night when my eyes beheld an eerie sight. For my monster from his slab began to rise.
Monster Mash.
And suddenly, to my surprise, we did the monster. It was a graveyard smash.
Gotta say, as far as the reimagined classics in Wasteland 3 go, that is not one of my favorites. Now, we don't know much about the payasos just yet, but there is a lot of obvious cover here, and that is a pretty heavily guarded checkpoint. Let's get our guys set up before we talk to them.
Oye, mamones, the fuck you doing here?
Well, shoot. We came to see the Clown Museum.
This ain't just a museum, pendejo. It's sacred ground. A shrine to the great joke. And you're gonna get it! Arriba, payasos!
You scared, bro?
Should have just shot them. Yikes.
¿Estás ready, chingado?
What does that do? Oh, wow. You've got to love how Billy and Jean just fell right into the pack dynamic. They can join the attack, but Major Tom gets the kill. Alright, let's get Jody on her feet and our squad into cover. Ah, so it's a standard smoke grenade, plus 25% to evasion. Okay, let's do this. We'll just run that guy over, bypassing his evasion entirely. And, in theory, Billy and Jean should move out of the way. Yeah, we're fine. Now let's start working on these guys. We could have Red attack, but I think we might be better off rallying instead. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Huh. Less than I thought. Did we, kill the main one? Oh, geez. I was really expecting more from that arm injury.
Incoming! Now you see me, now you don't.
Well.
Awaiting orders.
On the bright side, I do think we're just about done here.
Executing.
selected headshot, but it went for arm shot. Lovely.
You don't look so tough.
There we go. Got a little messy, but this is our first time encountering these guys. I definitely underestimated those machine guns. Looks like we picked up a handful of injuries, so I guess we should tend to those.
You're a lifesaver. You're a lifesaver.
That one's not too bad. Ballerina gyro. This piece looks like it would fit nicely within a ballerina automaton. Huh. Okay. Ranged healing. Could definitely come in handy. I see a frozen corpse. We'll get to that in just a second. Ah, and there are our ballerinas. This animatronic ballerina is currently deactivated. A maintenance panel is frozen open. Clearing some snow away, you see that one of its parts has fallen out, leaving an obvious gap. If you could find a replacement part, it would be easy to fix. Sure, why not? It takes only a few seconds to replace the missing part. The access panel snaps shut. The animatronic ballerina is currently turned off. A brightly colored power switch is mounted at her feet. Okay, I think I see how this works. We need to find enough parts to repair at least 2 more ballerinas, so we can activate all 6 of them. Not sure what that'll get us, but I guess we'll find out. Oh, look at that. That was quick. Okay, now, I believe that these ice blocks are immune to everything but fire damage, so Rhett's gonna have to handle this one. Oh, Rhett, you are incorrigible. Yeah, that's what I thought. Stole's Burden. A collection of worn old dog tags. Words are scratched into each. A collection of old dog tags, threaded through on a single length of ball chain. The first is in good condition, despite its age. The lettering smoothed down, but still clear. Gartner, Isaac, O positive, Catholic. The name Stoles has been etched into the back. Unsteady writing with a sharp, imprecise tool. The rest of the tags are worn down and scratched over, with different names added into the available space. Each is paired with a date, the oldest one more than 20 years ago. On the back of every tag, however, is a somber inscription. You were deceived. You are sorry. The exception is the final tag, more damaged than the others. Minor dents and scratches mark the edges, a small corner pushed inward and broken off as if by a bullet. The machine printing has been forcibly removed, and no name is there to replace it. Only the words Project Founder on the front give any clue as to its original owner. The inscription on the back is different as well, the carving smaller but steadier, as by a more peaceful hand. Many regrets, but not this one. Forget everything else. Fascinating. Again, I have no idea what that's referring to. Though, I think there was a book or journal you could find related to Stole back in Wasteland 2. I'll have to see if I can track down a transcript. A makeshift bowling alley, complete with a poster of the Patriarch. Also, I could have sworn we already healed that leg, but I must have misclicked earlier. And what the heck, let's take care of that wrist too. Though mostly worn away, a few flakes of thick clown makeup still cling to the face on the poster. Prevail. It is an interesting poster. Scribbled below in crayon, 1 clown stands alone. 10 clowns laugh as the ball rolls. Another enters. Well, I think that's fairly obvious. Nitro Thrower. Based around flamethrower technology, this weapon instead sprays jets of supercooled chemical vapors. Interesting. I wonder if that would still proc flamethrower-specific abilities, like Engulf. Might have to do some testing. And there's our third gyro. Oh, hey, look at that. Rhett? Ooh, that puts us within 1 point of heating element. Might grab that once we hit level 12. Another Tarzan token. Our second one, I think. These things must have some sort of special use, so we'll have to keep an eye out. Level 8 lock. We could actually make it past that, but it would cost most of our skill points. Let's see what else we've got first. Random Pigo. We don't have any open pet slots, so there's not much point in trying to charm it. But it might trigger some sort of special interaction, so let's give it a shot. Nope, just another pet to recruit. Alright, let's see what the curator has to say.
What do you want?
Open up. We want to see the museum.
You got a ticket?
Ticket? We don't need no stinking ticket.
No ticket? No admittance. Get lost, pendejos! What do you want now?
Yeah, we, still want to see the museum.
You got a ticket?
You mean from the ticket clown out front? He's dead.
Not my problem. You don't got a ticket, you don't get in.
Help us out here. Maybe we can come to some kind of arrangement.
Well, there's the ballerinas. They've been broke for a while now, and nobody knows how to fix them. If you got them going again, I guess I could let you in.
Oh, well, isn't that convenient? Yeah, I think we can do that.
There's parts for the ballerinas here and there. See if you can find them. Call me when you're done.
Now, we could fix the ballerinas, but it also looks like we could just force our way inside if we bumped Doll's lockpick. We do have the parts, though. I mean, we might as well fix the ballerinas either way. I'll tell you what, I need to wrap things up anyway, so let's hit the pause button for now. I'll explore our options, and we will pick up here next time, as we hopefully find our way into the Clown Museum. And after that, we'll continue on our way to the bazaar. See you then. Oh, and remember, although I do love playing Wasteland 3, you can find out more about the game by visiting the official website, the official YouTube and Twitch channels, the official social media feeds, or the official store pages. As always, links are in the description.